We've got another yellow, and that's why an Aston Martin is upside down. Safety car called, it's 27. It's the Heart of Racing entry. Daniel Mancinelli is upside down, and therefore safety car number 3 triggered, and the pit lane comes to life, because this is where you can win or lose time. Safety car deployed, and the team's ready for the next wave of pit stops.
Ricocheted over and rolled onto its roof, but it's great to see that the driver's okay. Oh, was there contact? There was it?
No.
Was it contact? Was he forced to go wide?
Just wide and got on the wet bit.
So
no contact. That's a big hit, and then it kind of falls back on itself. Wow, a lot of energy had to be absorbed through that car.
What I kind of expected, how it ended up on its roof, is what I expected from where it hit. But I can't blame him entirely for that. There was no contact, but is this running on board with him? So yes, he's just on the wet stuff. Yep. He's tried to do the right thing. He's a bit spooked by the hypercars around him, and he's seen one of them have a look. So he's tried to do the right thing by going wide and actually put himself, from being nice, he's put himself onto the wet stuff and out of the race.
Side by side for the race lead. Nicholas Nielsen has got the run, but he's on the outside line down to Mulsanne corner. Robert Kubica hangs on to it as they go into the kink before the corner, but you've got to be so careful here, Peter, because there are still wet patches around.
Nicholas Nielsen's got the cut back on him here.
So they run side by side, and there is traffic ahead. Who has got the most leaden right foot? Let's see. Nielsen's got the line on the inside. Kubica tries to stand his ground on the outside. They are absolutely toe-to-toe as they come towards us. The 2 Ferraris with the Porsche many laps down behind them. Nielsen's going to have the inside line for the next corner, the run up towards Indianapolis. But Robert Kubica is going to go and keep the lead round the outside. Fantastic racing between the two of them. And Robert Kubica, very brave indeed. He comes out in front. Fabulous racing. Giovinazzi is still on, maximum attack. And he's about to have a go at the Porsche, which almost trips over the Ferrari, and he's done it on the inside. Brilliant opportunistic move. Giovinazzi uses the traffic, read that beautifully, and goes through, moves that car up into 8th place. Cracking stuff, that. And there, off the road, is that Frins in the BMW? That's coming into the Ford chicane.
I think that is a BMW, David.
It's the art car, isn't it?
Art car, yeah.
So Robin Frins, who we've just been talking about chasing after Kamui Kobayashi, has got it all wrong, as you can see. And
so he must have lost it on the right-hander, and he's clouted the end of the wall, hasn't he?
Thierry Tassin from WRT, not impressed at all. Adam Hardy, who is the chief engineer on the car, will be on the radio, no doubt, to the driver. And that's quite a hit into the tyres, isn't it? That would need to pit, certainly, but it will have to do a whole lap from there to get into the pits, which would be more time lost. And it's just a curb strike, isn't it? That's pitched him off.
Snap back on him. I think, you know, from what I've seen during testing and qualifying, the BMW is a very fast car, but it just looks edgy.
Yeah, we saw Dries off a few times. That's, you know, uncharacteristic for all these guys.
That is a very badly damaged car up at turn 3. Is that 54 Ferrari again, the Thomas Floor Ferrari?
I wonder whether we're going to see a safety car here.
We might do, and that's going to throw everything up in the air because there's a bit of barrier damage there as well. It's all self-induced, isn't it, guys?
Kind of looks like it. Is he on his outlet?
No, he's not.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one, actually, but I guess...
spin that way, yeah.
Could that be a legacy of the earlier damage?
Well, I'm thinking it's a legacy of the kink to the right, and he's lost it on the exit of the kink to the right.
2 seconds separates 7 cars.
And there, going wide, look, in number 7 Toyota Kobayashi. Fuoco back on the inside, it's 3 wide on the run to Indianapolis. Kobayashi gets squeezed out wide, there is no room at the end, he's got to back out of it. Schwarzman goes back ahead of Fuoco. Brave stuff round the outside, and it's still damp there.
Yeah, dry line round the outside, so...
and another car off through the gravel, sorry Peter, but exactly what we've seen from the Aston Martin, from the Porsche of NASA. There was another car in the background careering through the gravel into the tyre stack.
I think it may have been the 311 Cadillac. That car has disappeared off the back of this train.
Okay, you might be right. The yellow flag is out. It's exactly the same part of the circuit. And in the meantime, let's listen to 83 Ferrari just quickly. Robert Schwarzman at the wheel. And there is what is left of the Cadillac. Pipo Derani dragging it back. Crikey.
Yeah.
Pit lane entry now.
It's far more than just bodywork. You look at the skewed rear right-hand side wheel.
In fact, is that impact not big enough to even put on the blue light?
I'm surprised it didn't. I'm actually surprised it didn't put the red light on.
Yeah. Well, he's dragged it back, and a crippled car effectively out of the race, I guess.
going to have to watch your engine temps here.
And peer through that dirty windscreen of the Toyota, you can just see the yellow Ferrari. But look at the two leaders, absolutely nose to tail. And Fuoco fancying his chances of making a bid for the lead. Up the inside, diving to Indianapolis. He's going to go through. Brave stuff by Antonio Fuoco. Now Ferrari leads Le Mans once more.
Twitchy stuff as he made the pass. Applauded, and correctly so.
And there is 15 with massive damage at the front. Dries Van Thor, for the third time this weekend, has put the car off the road. That looks terminal, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, I think that's the car we saw a minute ago that just ran straight through the gravel. So he had a problem of some description. And he's
cold tyres.
He's got a big problem now. He's on an outlap.
You're right, yeah.
He's on an outlap.
Cold tyres, that's what it is. He's just taking the wets off, put the slicks on.
This is on board.
I know, it was a touch.
You were right.
It was. That was a touch with Kubica.
Wow. Well, that's going to get looked at, and the mirror falls down, or the screen falls down, and Van Thor, like, what was that?
That was well spotted, Peter. It was just, you saw it, we were on board the Ferrari at the time, and as he was passing, there was the slightest little wiggle.
That Porsche is not as quick as the Ferrari, but it's very wide.
I guarantee there was a radio message going, he hit me. Yeah, we saw it, Kevin. Yeah, here comes the Ferrari. He's got a run on Est. And a little bit of afters, and here we go again.
Back on the inside goes Est. He had the line for the corner. As I say, that might not be the quicker of the two cars, but Kevin Est has mega racecraft, and he is not going to give this up without a fight. He's also got that McLaren to sweep round the outside of. Job done. Ferrari goes through as well. Pierre Guidi determined not to lose any time at all, and they're absolutely on the limit here.
They're over 190 kph, which is out of most of these corners. The Ferrari's hybrid is driving the front wheel as well, so it's giving him a different sort of accelerative performance to the hybrid in the Porsche that's driving the rear only. But here he comes. He's going to be on the racing line, on the clean bit of the track, cuts across the nose of Kevin Est, and Alessandro Pierre Guidi moves up to fourth.
And there was nearly a tag there between the Lexus, and there was trouble, two cars off, and I think there's also somewhere in the background there potentially
Himself out of the gravel.
There's the P2 car, going straight on.
And then bang, 155 was accosted by McLaren. It's 59. One of the UA cars, you're right.
It's Gregoire Saucy. So these are the cars who are contesting fourth and fifth.
Temporarily, the lead of the race. It needs a really quick pit stop to bolt out ahead, but he's number 4 off the road, so that is from 17th place. Felipe Nasr, he's gone through the gravel.
And that's some heavy damage on the right-hand side as well of that car. That's been a huge high-speed spin into Indianapolis, it looks like to me. Yes, it is into Indianapolis. So, yeah, that's on the right-hander. And he's really had a hard hit on the right-hand side of that car.
He's kind of skipped over the gravel by the look of it. Here's the replay from on board, Ant.
Yeah, he turns in. The road is still damp, as we know in that sector, and it's just had a tank slapper moment. And bang, it goes in hard. And I'll be surprised and impressed if he can get that car back to the pits, because that front right has been the thing that's taken the brunt of that force.
And Ferrari number 50 is going to come home and take victory a year after their teammates claimed victory in the hypercar. And now they dare believe it's the final chicane. Nicholas Nielsen has been rock solid, absolutely ironclad confidence. Miguel Molina, Antonio Fuoco in floods. Ferrari wins Le Mans.